I'm Julia. I'm Vivian.
And I'm Tina.
And we're talking gear. Gear is pretty much one of our favorite things. We love talking about gear. We love having gear. And if you clicked on this video, you probably do too. So today we're just gonna talk about our winter camping gear, what we bring, what we have, and what we prefer between us three females. First up, sleep system. We've got the Hilleberg Alac 2, borrowed from Julia. It's a great 4-season tent, about 3.8 kilograms. This tent's got 2 vestibules as well as 2 entryways. So the entryway over here, vestibule. Then here comes our sleep system. We've got the Magma, women's Magma. I love this sleeping bag. I've had it for about 4 years now, and I use it all the time for my camping. I use it for summer camping, winter camping, and I mean it's great. Absolutely love it. I also over here use the Climate Static V insulated. Now the reason why I use this sleeping pad is because it's pretty warm. I mean, I really like it. I've always been really comfortable sleeping on the Static V, and it was affordable, so I don't have to feel like if I puncture a hole in it that I have to worry, and it's pretty warm. But of course, like most winter camping, you still have to have a foam pad just so that you can really have that insulation from the snow. So we just have a standard foam pad here that I bought from Tronsa, and it was like 12 francs or something, which is like $15. So super cheap, and it works really well. But I think my next purchase will probably get that Z Light that everyone loves. I also have a luxury item, my little Sea to Summit Aeros pillow. Love this thing. I take it to all my backpacking trips with me just because it's so small, super light, and yeah, it feels nice to have a pillow when you're camping. Tina over here has a Marmot sleeping bag. Can't remember the name over here. It's the Women's Teton. So looks super warm, also super lofty and nice. And she's actually borrowing Angus's sleeping pad, which is the other insulated Static V. So same thing, and then the same foam pad. Julia, would you like to show us your crib?
Sure, I can. So, like at the base, I have the Thermarest Z Light, just for extra insulation.
The golden standard.
Exactly. Then I have a BV bag from Xpad, which closes all the way, and in it I have another Xpad pad, sleeping pad, which is rated to -20 degrees.
Nice.
And I have 2 sleeping bags, which are both from Enlightened Equipment.
Are they sleeping bags or are they?
No, one is a sleeping bag and the other is a kilt.
Nice.
So, and the sleeping bag is up to, I think, like -10 or something, or 12.
Okay.
So, and the other one is for +10. So I combine them to have like extra warmth. Yeah. And then I have a Tuvek sheet there, a ground sheet, just to put my stuff on it.
Oh, cool. That's perfect.
And yeah, that's basically it. That's the setup.
Very nice.
A few moments later.
All right, on to cookware. It is dinner time, so I'll show you what we like to have for dinner. First off, I have my handy dandy jet boil. So it's great. I mean, it heats up water super fast. In the summer, without wind, you'll get boiling hot water within 2 minutes. And I would say it's not that light compared if you're trying to go ultra light or something. I wouldn't get it, but for any other sort of reason, especially if you want to just boil hot water for a lot of your backpacking meals, I love it. It's perfect. I'd highly recommend. And Julia, what do you have?
I think it's the MSR, like ultra light and like super small one version. So it's basically just this thingy and this.
Is this like the pocket rocket or?
I think it's pocket rocket actually, yeah. So really like super light.
Yeah, the pocket rocket's really good.
Yeah, but it's like very small pot. That's
Okay.
the disadvantage of it.
Is that more of a single person pot than a
person pot, yeah.
double person? And then in terms of cookware, I've been quite minimal. I usually have like a little silicone bowl, or like Tina have a little cute little bowl like this. But in this case, this is not quite zero waste and not the most sustainable, but I really didn't want to carry my bowl when I was really craving a cup of noodles. So I've got a cup of noodles for dinner, and then I've got a spork that used to be a spoon fork, but it broke. So now it's just a fork. Tina, what is your, do you have a fork?
Yes.
Do you use a normal fork? Do you use a plastic fork?
I have plastic fork.
Is that like a
camping
fork?
stuff? Yeah, it's like camping stuff. I have the same spoon.
And then you're gonna use my jet boil for water.
Exactly. I use your jet boil for water. Fill it in my box. And then, yes, also keep it simple. Just some Asian noodles with eggs. Yeah.
Cool, me
That's
too. Julia, what's your cookware of choice?
My C2 Summit fork, actually, it's
Ooh.
ultralight.
Is it
you see, like,
titanium?
yeah, titanium, so it's lightest. Actually, I lost the spoon, or might have it somewhere. And then I have noodles, like rice noodles, which are packed in bees wraps.
Oh, you're way
Yeah.
better than me.
So yeah, and then on top of that, I'll have some pesto, which
Ooh.
are also brought.
And then are you
Yeah.
eating your noodles in here?
I haven't decided yet. Either eat it from this one or this one, which came with it.
Yeah.
So haven't decided yet.
Cool.
Protect our winters.
Good morning. Good morning. We are just finishing off with a beautiful drone and sunrise and picture session. It was absolutely gorgeous over here, and now the sun is up. We get to enjoy this, have breakfast, and just really get a sunbathing session. Tina, what are you doing?
Jumping out of my bed.
Anyways, I just came on here to also discuss what we are wearing for our winter camping. So we all have different systems just based on what we already have and what we kind of need specifically. We've got Tina, who can survive up Tina, who can survive up to 5 degrees Celsius.
Plus.
Huh?
5 degrees plus Celsius.
Yes, we have.
Then there's me, who can maybe survive -5, -10 degrees Celsius. Then there's Julia, who can survive -30 degrees Celsius.
Well, I survived once.
But that's the threshold, okay? So anyway, so we've got all different systems. So I guess we can start off with Tina.
Hello.
All right, Tina, what are you wearing and what have you been wearing for camping?
I went to bed, put off my
Your ski,
My ski
pants?
trousers?
Yeah.
ski pants, and then also my second layer.
Okay.
My
So you wear
down
a down
and I
to
put,
sleep?
no, I put both of them away.
Okay.
Second and third layer, and I just keep like the underlayer.
Okay, what's your underlayers? What are your
So
layers?
I have
So you have a base layer?
exactly. I have the Mama base layer.
Okay.
It's from the Eiger collection. It's
Yeah.
pretty warm. Keeps them pretty warm, and just I think
Yeah,
I
just like
even didn't
a vest.
didn't need it, but I have it like I always wear a vest.
You always wear a vest. Okay.
Yeah,
You like it.
I just like
Yeah.
it exactly.
And then you have 2 down jackets.
yeah,
that's
that's
your
true
layering
because
system?
I'm living in a different cold zone. And so I have not kind of different people like having 3 layers.
Okay.
I have sometimes like 5 layers, just to be sure.
And then you
it's
wear a
not
hat
getting cold.
to bed.
I wear my hat, and I wear on my feet, I wear this kind of
Down booties.
down booties, which are awesome. They keep me warm, and even if it's colder, you can put in some warm pads, you know.
Oh yeah. And for your pants, is that all you're wearing? Are you wearing anything under?
No, I put them off. I'm wearing under also merino.
Wool base layer. Oh, you don't
Wool
have to
base
strip
layer.
and show us, but okay. Perfect.
And I'm wearing also
Snowboarding
my snowboarding
pads.
pads to keep my, everything warm.
Cool. All right, Julia. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a Patagonia jacket and a Patagonia vest,
Okay.
and the North Face, like a long sleeve zipper, thermo, whatever. Then a merino and a merino t-shirt. So pretty
Wow.
lot of layers.
You are full of layers.
Yeah, I'm full of layers, but I slept outside, so I thought,
Exactly.
like, better safe than sorry.
Yep.
And then for the pants, I have the Enlightened Equipment thermo pants.
Those are very nice.
It's super awesome. It's super lightweight, very packable. The only disadvantage is that it's like not very robust. So you have
Okay.
to be careful with like these sharp edges of the stones.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
I cut it already several times, but I still love it because it's just so small and lightweight.
It's super small and lightweight,
and I'm
yeah.
still wearing my expat boots.
Oh, perfect. So you wear that to sleep as well?
I wore that to sleep as well, yeah, and they kept
Yeah.
my feet like super warm, which was super amazing.
Okay.
So yeah, basically, it always depends, like how cold
Yeah.
I feel, what I'm wearing.
That's
So
true.
at times I'm wearing my merino onesie, and at times I'm going like full in. Yeah.
Very nice.
That's
Very
it.
nice. Do you wear gloves to sleep as well?
No. I always go without gloves because I have like 2 sleeping bags.
Yeah.
So I zip the outer sleeping bag, like a thick one, to my neck, and then I can move like with my hands underneath, and then like around my waist I have like the other sleeping bag. Like for night I go into both, but then I have some warmth and I don't need gloves. So
Cool.
it's fine for me.
Me too. I don't wear gloves. So for me, I decided for this camping trip to do something a little bit different. I still have tons of layers on, but my layers are a little bit different rather than having like 2 different down jackets or like thinner down jackets and a vest, because I don't have a vest. I thought I would start off with, let's go first with, again, also a merino base layer because we all love merino. Keeps you warm and it's light and it's not so stinky. I also wear the Patagonia R1 Air, super warm fleece, super breathable. I absolutely love it. And then what I wear over that is I'll either wear a hard shell jacket while we're out at camp and we're outside. I'll wear that over my fleece, and then over that, when it gets colder, I'll wear this parka from Mammut. I don't know what it's called, but it's just like a super fluffy, warm, fluffy down jacket. I absolutely love it. I wear it when it's super cold and it keeps me pretty warm. On my head, I went for no beanie this time. Instead, I have a headband that I actually wear on most ski tours, or I'll wear a hat. And then what I actually have is what I love. It's my Eskimo hood. This one's from Burton and is, I think, a ski hood. That's what you call it. And yeah, it just keeps me super warm. And what I actually really like is that when I'm sleeping in camp, my face gets really cold and like your nose gets really cold when you're sleeping. And so I just like cover myself fully like this. And it's quite loose. It's easier to breathe than, for example, like a buff, which like really is tight to your face. So yeah, super warm, super fluffy. And then if my head gets any colder, I can just put on the parka, or I have the hood on the R1, or I just am snuggled in the sleeping bag. For pants, or I don't have down pants, so I just have a base layer of another merino base layer, and then I just wear sweatpants underneath, so I have 2 layers. And then I also have down booties, because who doesn't love a good down booty? A few other things we forgot to mention before we leave is, of course, bring a first aid kit and as well as an emergency bivvy, because with winter camping, you never know. Also, we brought, of course, hygiene stuff such as toothbrush, toothpaste. I brought a multi-tool. I believe Tina and Julia also brought a multi-tool. And we also brought phone chargers and a battery pack, of course. We also have headlamps that we forgot to mention, but we all each have different headlamps. We also bring 2 different pairs of socks. So I wear one touring up, and then once we find campground, and then once we are about to go to bed, I will change into a dry pair of socks. That's really important in keeping your feet warm, not wet. And then of course gloves. So I bring 2 different pairs of gloves. I believe Julia and Tina also brought 2 pairs of gloves. So one warmer pair, so I have these Black Diamond Mercury mitts, and then I have just like a regular pair of liners. So keeping warm, of course, in the winter is really important. So just know what kind of gear you have, what you would like, and what your threshold hit is. As you see, Tina, me, and Julia have different thresholds for cold winter camping. So we bring different gear. If you don't have a ton of gear, just know that you can layer up your gear just to have that sort of warmth. Lols. In true Vivian fashion, I forgot to film an ending clip. So instead, you get the joy of watching us attempt to gracefully ski down while carrying 10 to 15 kilograms, aka 20 to 30 pounds on our backs. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and got some ideas for your winter camping setup. Let us know what your cold threshold is. Are you a Tina? Are you a Vivian? Or are you a Julia? For more videos like this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!
So warm!